Hi everybody. So, this is going to be a video of my drill storage, what I came up with, how I came up with it, and I will show you how I dekit a painting or the beads and whatnot. So, I got this idea from another YouTuber. Her YouTube channel is 4 Kids at 147, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I will link her channel below. She has a lovely accent, and I just enjoy watching her videos just to listen to her talk. This is where I got that idea from, and it's basically a photo box. I happen to get this one from Walmart for $4.98, so plus tax, you know, give or take. And this is what I did to it. And I cut all of these pieces by hand, and I had a really hard time with it, and so they're not perfect. They do move just slightly, but they stay in place for the most part, and I kept cutting them shorter than I wanted them to be, so I just took another piece and stuck it in the back to make up for the extra space, because I was getting really frustrated with trying to make them exact so that they would stay up. And I decided to go this way. I feel like the lady who I watched, I feel like her rows went this way. I don't recall. I'd have to go back and watch it. But I didn't like that idea because I felt like it was just too many. Like you can see how it's not full hair, so they're falling over. And I felt like if I did it longer, it would just create too much space. And so this is how I decided to do it. I thought I had extra numbers. I guess I don't. I think I only made enough. So the first kit that I took down was my Doctor Who kit. Before I do want to make a disclaimer. That was not my first diamond painting that I completed. However, it is the first diamond painting that I saved the drills. I might have one or two canvases that I stuck the drills back in the box because I did wrap the painting back up and put it away because I don't plan on hanging it just yet. And I think I still have those drills, so when I get to that, I will obviously put them in here. But this was the first canvas that I saved everything. So, these bags in here are just the cheap AliExpress bags, or some of them are Diamond Art Club bags, basically the same bag. I went and bought some replacement bags from Walmart. These are probably double the thickness of these ones. You can see just how flimsy these are, and these ones are a little bit thicker. I think that I'm gonna go even thicker than this and order some bags from Uline that are probably 4 mil, which is a nice, thick, sturdy bag. Okay, I had to pause for a little bit because I was interrupted. But, so right now, because I don't have a whole lot of drills, I'm going to be putting my rounds and my squares together, and then at a later time, when I just have too many for this, then I will go back and create another box for the you know, the opposite drill. I just feel like the amount of work that I put into making these cards, I'm not going to repeat that at this time. So yeah, what I did was, obviously I cut these like foam poster board pieces into the sizes that I needed them. Then I took, so I already have cardstock at home. I use it quite often. So I took 2 pieces of cardstock and I glued them together like this. My box is sized to where I cut these 4 inches by 2.5 inches, and they work perfectly for the section that I want them to work for. This is an extra one, that's why I have it sitting there by itself. And then all I did was at the top of each card here, I took my big fat Sharpie and wrote the numbers at the top because I wanted them to be super bold. I wrote them at the top, and then these are the extra bags that I have because I discovered that I will not be using the cheap bags anymore because they don't stand up. And yeah, so like I said, I'll probably be ordering some nicer bags before this gets too full so that I can start transferring those out. And okay, so also for all of my kits, I talked about this before, I make the color list that has the symbol and the DMC code on it. I make stickers out of these, and I make them out of removable stickers, and so they come off like so easy. They leave no residue on my like container. And then for now, I am just using that same sticker to put on the bag. So I just took this is the one that I told you guys I was going to replace, the AliExpress bag. This is a square painting that I just finished the music note. By the time this goes up, the post review for that will already be up, but it's not focusing. I just took the sticker off of the jar and put it on the bag. I put the drills in here, and then I labeled the card with the number, and then I will put it behind here, and then I will find its appropriate space down here. This is 3853, so I know it's going to be in the back, and it goes right here. So I did some work ahead of time. I'm going to slide that in there. Right now they're going to be wonky because, hold on, did I do that wrong? Yes, I did, because that's 49. I did some work ahead of time and already went through the kit that I'm going to de-kit, and already have the cards made up with the DMC numbers that I don't already have in here. And that way it saves me some time. So I think I mentioned already that for now I'm putting rounds and squares together. I'm also not going to mark whether they're rounds and squares right now. And right now I am not going to be marking what company they come from, because a lot of these are AliExpress kits. If I've only ordered one painting from that AliExpress store, I don't think I'm going to be keeping track of the drills that I got from that company, because I might not order from that company again, and I just don't want to go through that extra step. Right now I have a lot of Color Whisper kits, and I have a lot of Diamond Art Club kits. And so those drills will be marked Diamond Art Club and Color Whisper, because those are my two favorite stores. Color Whisper is on AliExpress, and I've had amazing luck with their kits. And so I have several paintings from there, so I will probably get another smaller sticker for those, maybe even a larger bag to group that color together. I don't know, I'm not sure yet, but when the time comes, I'll do that. So all right, we're gonna start taking down the music note painting, and that is all I do. I don't really stress too much about it being crooked or anything like that. I know that there are people who do that, and that's okay. I am not one of those people. Especially since I know that I might not keep these bags and I might not keep these labels on here, but I did want a removable sticker just in case. And I could go through here and cut off the symbol. I don't want to take that extra step right now to cut the symbol off at this time. And, you know, whatever. We all know that they use different symbols for every single kit, so I already know not to pay attention to the symbol. And then I also wanted to say that so I did have to cut these, and I did take 2 pieces of cardstock and glued them together with a glue stick. I realize that that's not up everybody's alley, and I completely understand that. I did it that way because I already had that cardstock on hand, and I didn't want to go buy more. However, when I do a second box, because I know I will have to do a second box, at that time, I will be probably going to Joann's and finding thicker cardstock so that I can eliminate that step of gluing 2 pieces together. And then it's less paper that I have to cut down to size. So, you know, okay. That is something that I am trying to pay attention to when I am taking these down, is to take the hitchhikers out. Where did it go? Is to take the hitchhikers out of the bag and not leave them in there. So yeah, that is basically how I'm going to do this. I'm hoping that by the time this video goes up that I have the video for the Mystical Diamond release complete by the time this goes up. I apologize if you guys aren't as in screen as I want you to be. But let me see. Let me think for a minute to see if there's anything about this that I want to talk about. I know a lot of people don't want to do this, and that there is nothing wrong with that. I really didn't think that I was gonna do this because I was thinking, you know, like, well, you hardly ever run out of drills. You really don't. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, because it does, and it happened to me before, but I also don't want to go through the hassle that when and if I did run out of drills, I didn't want to have to worry about an uncompleted diamond painting. I didn't want to have to worry about asking them to send me more drills. You know, because at that point, it could be months and months after you order it, maybe even a year by the time you actually do the painting. And in my honest opinion, if somebody contacted me, I'm not saying that I wouldn't, but like if you order a painting and you're missing like a whole bunch of drills, I would think that you would contact the company right away. I mean, if you're missing just like a handful of drills and the drills are pre-measured and you shouldn't have run out, me as a business owner, because I want to do the right thing, I would totally send out the drills. But a lot of these Chinese companies won't. They will not send you the drills. That happened to me before. I ran out of drills one time, and you know, I told them, I said, you know, this is really disappointing. This sucks because I paid for this canvas, and you know, I was really expecting to finish it, and I'm sure all these drills, like my glue is gonna dry by the time you guys send me replacement drills. And what is wrong with this stupid thing? And they were kind of rude about it. They were like, well, it's not like it's real diamonds. They were like, just pick another color and replace it. And they were like, you should have extra drills anyway, blah, blah. And at that time, I was still pretty new to diamond painting. I didn't have extra drills. And so I was like, you know what? So I don't keep my drills. I said, you know, I just find that, you know, disappointing. So that I told them I probably won't be ordering from you guys again. And they were like, well, we apologize. Like, tell us what drills they were and we'll send you some more. And at that point, I had already put a different color over those missing pieces. And like, I didn't mark what, like which drills were which. I just kind of said, you know what, I'm just going to pick the next closest color and I'm going to put it on there and not even worry about it. And that's what I did. And, you know, even after they did offer, I was just really disappointed that they were like, oh, it's not real diamonds. Like, you're upset over nothing. And to me, it wasn't anything because I already paid for the canvas and I paid for the drills. And I just, you know, I should have enough to at least finish the painting, even if I only have one drill left over or even no drills left over. I don't care, as long as I have enough to finish the painting. And I did not have enough to finish that painting. But still, I just don't want to get put in that situation again. It wasn't even a lot of drills. I think I was short maybe 20 drills altogether. And I mean, I could kind of understand where they're like, well, we're not going to send her, you know, we're not going to spend $10 sending her a tiny pack of drills. But still, it was the way that they went about it. So I figure, you know what, this isn't going to take up a ridiculous amount of space. I already paid for these drills. I might as well just grin and bear it kind of thing and do this. So that is what I'm doing. Now, that being said, I have been thinking about doing beaded cross stitch. I know. I've had a lot of stuff going on already, but I don't know why. I just decided, okay, somebody that I was watching, I think it was Rachel Ray, she does beaded cross stitch, and somehow I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna watch her videos. You know what it was? It was because she mentioned in one of her videos that she had mentioned some things in one of her beaded cross stitch videos, and I really just wanted to get to know her more without like sending her a nosy email. And so I watched her beaded cross stitch videos. I think I watched like 3 of them between yesterday and today. That's a lot. And it really got me intrigued with the whole process of beaded cross stitch. And so I have been seriously considering ordering some beaded cross stitch. Oops. And my husband's here, so if you guys hear him talking in the background, I apologize. He's a really loud phone talker. So yeah, it really got me intrigued. And the one that she worked on in the majority of her videos, if not all, is a really large one. And I don't want to purchase a really large one for my first one. And not only that, but it's like $80 right now on AliExpress. And that's kind of a lot. So I've been looking for other kits. I'm having a really hard time finding like medium-sized beaded cross-stitch kits. I guess it's not a thing. I don't know. If you guys have any recommendations, I'd love to know, because I've been looking on AliExpress. I found a couple, but I don't want a partial. And I was looking at a lot of these small ones, and I was noticing that even the small ones, they're partial. So you do like basically the whole canvas in cross stitch, and only some of the sorry, I got a message on my phone. I was trying to see what it was, and only some of the canvas is like beading. I didn't particularly like that. I wanted to do the whole thing. So I don't know. I'm still trying to find a place. I had an interruption and needed to stop recording for a little bit, but so I went ahead and got a little bit more done. I got a little bit more done, but I think you guys get the gist of it. I don't know if I'm gonna I'll probably come back and do the rest so that you guys can see, and I might like speed it up a little bit, but just so you guys can kind of see like the rest of it. And yeah. Okay guys, so it has been a couple of days since I did the first part of this video, but I'm gonna finish it now. So what I went ahead and did was I took all of the colors out, so it's completely dekitted, put them all in the bags that I will be using, and then we are going to just put them back inside of here. So I'm already kind of getting tight right here, and that's completely okay because I probably won't be finishing another kit for a little bit. I only have one kit going right now, and that is the Not Bad Just Drawn That Way, but my voice is cracking. But I think I will be kitting up one of the Mystical Diamond Art canvases and working on that with you guys, and doing some whip and chats with that. So it's going to take me a little bit longer because I will be working on 2 at a time. I normally don't like working on more than 1 at a time, but I will, at the most, I will do 2 at a time. I had set up a giveaway post in the Mystical Diamond Art Facebook page and noticed that somebody said that they had like 15 whips going, and I'm like, what in the holy Sam hell? Like, how do you even keep track that way? And better yet, how do you even have storage to have 15 whips going at one time? I just don't. That's a little much for me. So yeah. Almost done with this, and then why do I have an 814? I think that was an extra one that I made 2 of. Yeah, so what I do, like here, I already have an 814 right here, and so with this, I will just flip it over and use the other side, and so I won't even see this part because it'll be at the bottom on the opposite side. So when I'm flipping it, the new number will be here. So I'm just going to put that over there. And then I think I already have a card for that one. 947. So yeah, I hope that you guys found this video a tiny bit informative. Hopefully, you know, you guys come up with a solution for your drill storage. Right now, I'm really liking this. My only kind of thing is that at some point I'm probably gonna get new thicker bags that will stand up on their own better than these ones, because, or not these ones are decent, but like these are the cheap AliExpress ones. Sometimes Diamond Art Club gives these. I just don't like how they don't stand up on their own, and a lot of these, and they kind of get pushed down in between the cards, especially if I'm adding a new one in there. So I'm going to have to go through here and replace all of those, and then at some point I will also have to switch or make a new box for, see how this one's falling? At some point I will have to make a new box for squares because they will not all fit in here. Again, I don't see that happening soon, just because I don't have, well, I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to say something and then change my mind, and then you guys are like, but you said you weren't going to do it, and then I end up doing it. So, who knows? Last one, 3776, right here. These threes, look at that. That's 3746, 3371, 3776, 3766. That's confusing. 3776. So, there we have it. There is my first drill storage. This contains 2 kits, and right now I have a ton of 310. So I have 310 squares and 310 rounds. Actually, right now, let me put these 310s back because see how much nicer that one stands up? I'm actually going to go ahead and swap out the 310 rounds because I just don't like this bag, especially with it having so many drills in it. So, okay. I don't know when this video is going to go up. Today, the day that I am finishing this is the 20th, I believe. Maybe it's the 21st. Yep, today's the 21st. And why do I have the 21st marked off on my calendar? I don't know. I have it circled for some reason on my calendar. Maybe because today is the first day of school for me. So I actually need to log into my student account and see if my books are ready for pickup. So there we have it. I'm already pretty tight in this section here with these 310s. So when I do my next section, I'm gonna have to start moving over. I'll probably take like everything from 9 right here and move them over here and then start working that way. And yeah, so there you guys have it. I'll be throwing this away into the recycle bin. And there it is. There is my drill storage for my extra drills. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.